London has been burned, bombed, plagued, flooded, invaded, and occupied. Yet it stands today as one of the world's greatest cities, home to 9 million people, a global financial center, and a cultural powerhouse that shapes trends worldwide. This is a city that has died and been reborn repeatedly across 2 millennia, each catastrophe somehow making it stronger, more resilient, more determined to survive. From a Roman fort on the Thames to the capital of the world's largest empire, from medieval squalor to Victorian magnificence, from the ashes of the Great Fire to the rubble of the Blitz, London has endured everything history could throw at it and emerged transformed but unbroken. The secret to its survival isn't luck or geography alone. It's the stubborn refusal of Londoners to abandon their city, no matter how dire the circumstances. Today, advanced AI technology allows us to transform historical documents, maps, and archaeological evidence into vivid recreations, bringing London's incredible story back to life. Join me as we trace the entire history of London, a city that refused to die no matter how many times fate tried to kill it. Roman Londinium, the foundation, 43 to 410 AD. London begins in 43 AD when Roman forces under Emperor Claudius invade Britain. The Romans need a crossing point over the Thames, a place where the river narrows enough to bridge but remains deep enough for ships. They choose a spot where 2 small hills rise from the marshy riverbanks, offering solid ground for construction. They call it Londinium. Within 20 years, it's a thriving trading port. The Romans build their characteristic infrastructure, straight roads radiating outward, connecting Londinium to the empire, a wooden bridge across the Thames, warehouses along the waterfront, and a forum for commerce. The settlement is crude but growing, attracting merchants, soldiers, administrators, and the dispossessed from across the empire. Then in 60 AD, disaster strikes. Boudica, queen of the Iceni tribe, leads a massive uprising against Roman rule. Her forces sweep across southern Britain, burning Roman settlements, massacring inhabitants. When they reach Londinium, the Roman governor abandons the city as indefensible. Boudica's warriors burn it completely, killing everyone who couldn't escape. Archaeological evidence shows a layer of red-burned earth across the entire Roman city, testimony to the destruction. But the Romans rebuild. They always rebuild. The new Londinium is bigger, better fortified, with stone buildings replacing wooden structures. By 100 AD, it's the largest city in Roman Britain, with perhaps 60,000 inhabitants. A massive stone wall, parts of which still exist today, encircles the city. The amphitheater hosts gladiatorial games. Public baths serve the population. Temples to Roman gods share space with shrines to local Celtic deities. It's a cosmopolitan city, voices speaking Latin, Celtic languages, and tongues from across the empire. But Roman Britain is always vulnerable, at the empire's edge, expensive to maintain, difficult to defend. By 410 AD, Rome withdraws its legions and Londinium collapses. The population plummets, the buildings decay. For 2 centuries, London essentially ceases to exist as a significant settlement, becoming a near-ghost town inhabited by squatters living in the ruins of Roman grandeur. The city experiences its first death. The Great Fire, Rebirth in Flames, 1666. On September 2, 1666, a fire starts in a bakery on Pudding Lane. It's not unusual. Fires happen constantly in wooden London. But this one occurs after a long, hot summer that's left the timber buildings tinder dry. A strong wind fans the flames, and within hours, the fire is out of control. For 4 days, the fire rages. It leaps from building to building, creating a firestorm so hot that stone explodes and metal melts. Panicked residents flee with whatever they can carry. The wealthy hire boats to evacuate possessions. The poor grab what they can and run. The fire advances so quickly that many escape with only their lives. The destruction is staggering. 13,000 houses burn, about 80% of the city. St. Paul's Cathedral, the ancient medieval church, is destroyed, its roof collapsing in a shower of sparks. 87 parish churches burn. The Guildhall, seat of city government, is gutted. The Royal Exchange, center of commerce, is destroyed. The ancient medieval city ceases to exist. Remarkably, only 6 deaths are officially recorded, though the true number is certainly higher, as the bodies of the poor wouldn't be counted. But the fire burns out before reaching the slums beyond the walls, where most Londoners live, limiting the human cost. The aftermath could have been London's end. The city is a smoking ruin. Rebuilding seems impossible, but instead, London's refusal to die manifests dramatically. Within days, plans for reconstruction begin. Christopher Wren proposes a grand redesign with wide boulevards and classical architecture, but property rights and the need for speed mean the old street plan is mostly retained. But the new London is built in brick and stone, not timber. Building codes require fireproof construction. Streets are widened slightly. Wren designs 52 new churches, including the magnificent St. Paul's Cathedral with its iconic dome, completed in 1710, a Baroque masterpiece that defines London's skyline for centuries. Within a decade, London is rebuilt, larger and more prosperous than before. The fire, intended to destroy, actually modernized the city, eliminating medieval buildings and creating Georgian London. The city literally rose from its ashes, stronger than before. Georgian and Victorian London, Empire's capital, 1714 to 1901. The 1700s and 1800s see London transform into the world's largest and most powerful city. The population explodes, 600,000 in 1700, 1 million by 1800, over 6 million by 1900. London becomes the capital of the British Empire, administering territories across the globe, and the wealth flows back to London. Georgian London is elegant and squalid simultaneously. Wealthy areas like Mayfair and Bloomsbury feature magnificent townhouses arranged around garden squares. But the slums are horrifying, overcrowded, disease-ridden, crime-infested. Gin consumption reaches epidemic levels in the 1700s. Poverty drives thousands into prostitution and crime. Public hangings at Tyburn draw huge crowds, treating executions as entertainment. The Thames is an open sewer, receiving waste from millions of people and countless industries. In 1858, the Great Stink is so overwhelming that Parliament can't function, its windows draped with sheets soaked in chloride to mask the smell. This finally forces action. Joseph Bazalgette designs a comprehensive sewer system, completed by 1875, that transforms public health and still serves London today. Victorian London is the world's first modern megacity, unprecedented in scale and complexity. The railways arrive, connecting London to every part of Britain, bringing goods and people. The Underground, the world's first subway system, opens in 1863, revolutionizing urban transport. Telegraph cables link London to the Empire, allowing instant communication across continents. But inequality is staggering. The East End is a nightmare of poverty. Families living 8 to a room, children working in factories, disease and malnutrition endemic. Charles Dickens captures this in his novels, showing the human cost of industrialization. Yet West End wealth is extraordinary. Grand houses, private clubs, opera houses, a concentration of luxury unmatched globally. Jack the Ripper murders in 1888 exposed the slum's brutality to shocked middle-class readers. 5 prostitutes are murdered and mutilated in Whitechapel, their killer never caught. The case reveals the desperation driving women into prostitution and the indifference of authorities to their suffering. Yet Victorian London also sees remarkable progress. The British Museum, Victoria and Albert Museum, and Natural History Museum are built, making culture accessible. Parks are created, providing green spaces. Education becomes compulsory. Reforms gradually improve working conditions and public health. By 1900, life expectancy has risen significantly, though it remains lower for the poor. Modern London, transformation and resilience, 1945 to present. Post-war London rebuilds, but faces new challenges. The empire dissolves, and London must reinvent itself. Immigration from former colonies transforms the city demographically. Caribbean, South Asian, African, creating multicultural London. Tensions emerge, including race riots in Notting Hill in 1958, but gradually a cosmopolitan identity forms. The 1960s bring cultural revolution. London becomes the world's fashion and music capital. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Mary Quant, Carnaby Street. Swinging London captures global imagination, showing the city's ability to reinvent and remain relevant. But economic decline follows. The docks close as shipping moves to containers and deeper ports. Industries relocate. By the 1980s, inner London faces severe unemployment and poverty. Riots in Brixton and Tottenham in 1981 and 1985 expose racial tensions and economic despair. Yet London transforms again. Financial deregulation in 1986, the Big Bang, makes London a global financial center. The Docklands are redeveloped, old warehouses becoming luxury apartments, Canary Wharf rising as a second financial district. London becomes a city of services, finance, tourism, and culture, rather than manufacturing. The 21st century brings new challenges. The 7/7 bombings in 2005 kill 52 people on underground trains and a bus, showing London's vulnerability to terrorism. The 2008 financial crisis devastates the economy. Brexit creates uncertainty about London's future as a European financial hub. Yet, London continues growing. The population exceeds 9 million, surpassing its 1939 peak. New skyscrapers transform the skyline. The Shard, the Gherkin, the walkie-talkie. Crossrail creates new transport capacity. The city attracts talent globally, remaining one of the world's most important cities. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 to 2021 brings London to a standstill unseen since the Blitz. The streets empty, the economy freezes, thousands die. But Londoners endure, working from home, supporting the NHS, gradually reopening as vaccines arrive. Once again, the city faces catastrophe and survives. Why London refuses to die? What explains London's resilience across 2 millennia? Geography plays a role. The Thames provides access to the sea and the interior, making London a natural trading hub. But geography alone doesn't explain survival. The answer lies in the people. Londoners repeatedly choose to stay, rebuild, and carry on despite catastrophes that would destroy lesser cities. After Boudica, after the Black Death, after the Great Fire, after the Blitz, after every disaster, Londoners return and rebuild. This isn't romantic stubbornness, but pragmatic determination. London offers opportunity impossible elsewhere. It's where fortunes are made, where power resides, where culture happens. Abandoning London means abandoning these possibilities, so people endure hardship to remain. London also benefits from Britain's political stability and economic strength through much of its history. The capital of a powerful nation receives resources for rebuilding that a provincial city wouldn't. The Great Fire reconstruction, the Victorian infrastructure projects, the post-Blitz rebuilding, all required massive investments that Britain's wealth made possible. The city's diversity is crucial too. London has always attracted immigrants bringing skills, capital, and determination. Romans, Vikings, Normans, Huguenots, Jews, South Asians, Caribbeans, Africans. Each wave enriches London, bringing new ideas and energy. London thrives on diversity, becoming stronger through the contributions of people from everywhere. But perhaps most important is London's ability to reinvent itself. Medieval London became Georgian London. Victorian London became modern London. Each transformation preserved some elements while discarding others, maintaining continuity while embracing change. This flexibility, this willingness to evolve, allows London to remain relevant across centuries. The lesson of London. London's story teaches that cities, like people, survive through resilience, adaptation, and stubborn refusal to surrender. The city has been destroyed repeatedly, but destruction is never final if people choose to rebuild. Every catastrophe becomes an opportunity for transformation. Every ending becomes a new beginning. Walking London today means walking through layers of history. Roman walls stand near medieval churches, Victorian buildings neighbor modernist towers. Ancient street plans accommodate 21st century traffic. The past isn't erased, but integrated, visible in street names, building fragments, the curve of roads following ancient paths. London isn't perfect. It faces challenges, inequality, unaffordable housing, environmental damage, questions about its post-Brexit future. But London has faced existential threats before and survived. The city that endured Boudica, plague, fire, and Hitler will likely endure the challenges of the 21st century too. Because London, more than any city, embodies human resilience. It's a testament to what people can build, lose, and rebuild. It proves that catastrophe isn't final, that destruction can lead to renewal, that a city, like a phoenix, can rise from ashes repeatedly and emerge stronger each time. This was the entire history of London, the city that refused to die no matter how many times fate tried to kill it. If you enjoyed this epic journey through 2 millennia, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss where we're going next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the past.